So on this breakdown, I am going to compare the Predator franchise and King Von. This is a cultural parallel. This isn't about endorsing violence. It isn't about disrespecting anyone's culture. It's about storytelling, logic, environment, and reputation systems. And I found this really interesting. Reputation as survival. This is one of the major ways drill music culture and Native American culture, which predates all of this, and the Predator franchise is based on Native American culture, and we can see elements of the indigenous people's cultures in drill music. And I'm going to make a comparison with that. So, reputation as survival. The predator hunts to build status within its species, trophies as proof of worth. Being feared equals being safe. King Von had a reputation which precedes him as an individual. The music reinforces the street credibility. Fear and respect act as protection within drill music. In both worlds, reputation is armor. Storytelling after the act. Predator doesn't announce itself before action. It reveals identity after dominance. Trophy taken tells the story. So when Predator subdues an enemy, it takes a trophy to prove that it conquered its enemy. We know in drill music, and in particular with King Von, songs narrate events after they happen. That's the key concept of drill music, is that for a person to be real, you have to have proof that you carried out a mission. Lyrics function as public memory. Storytelling equals legacy. Oral traditions have always been big in indigenous people's society. Drill music is a part of their oral tradition. And those outside of the culture don't understand that. Action is quiet. Narration comes later. So the action takes place, but then no one talks about the action, right? It's done in secret. The drill is done in secret. The narration and talking about the drill, the oral tradition, comes later. It's code-based violence. Predator targets armed or worthy opponents, avoids children and the defenseless, operates under a strict code. King Von in music focus on rivals, not random targets. Clear lines between us and them. Rules exist even when broken. Both systems believe violence must have structure, not chaos. Environment shapes the warrior. The predator hunts in jungle, heat, terrain mastery. Outsiders are at a disadvantage. King Von, Chicago blocks, routes, different neighborhoods. Deep local knowledge equals power. One has to master their environment in order to have dominance. Death is expected, not shocking. Predator accepts death as part of the hunt. Self-destructs to avoid dishonor. King Von, music reflects short life expectancy. Long live culture. We praying RIP or long live King Von. Mortality and dying is normalized. When the future feels limited, legacy matters more than longevity. It's so amazing how people will debate, or black people, the indigenous people of the Americas, when you just look at the culture that exists. They not calling it Native American because we in modern times. But drill music actually reflects a lot of spiritual beliefs. It's a spiritual element to drill music, smoking the essence of arrival after battle. I mean, people might not like to talk about that, but it is real deep. And why this parallel exists, neither story begins with violence for fun. They emerge from constant threat, lack of protection, systems where law doesn't feel reliable. Predators exist in a warrior culture. King Von exhibited warrior logic in abandoned urban space. It's the same psychology, different setting. When survival replaces law, reputation becomes the weapon.